The two French franc coin minted in 1982 holds a significant place in the history of modern French coinage. It represents not only a unit of currency used by millions of French citizens but also a symbolic artifact of a pivotal era marked by socio-economic transformation, European integration, and the slow transition from the franc to the euro. To understand the 1982 franc coin is to explore France's monetary legacy, political ethos, and artistic expression in the late 20th century. This script delves into the historical context, design elements, production, circulation, and eventual obsolescence of the coin, weaving a rich tapestry of French identity and economic evolution. Historical context. The franc and the Fifth Republic, the French franc, in one form or another, had been the national currency of France since the 14th century. It saw major transformations under different regimes, monarchies, empires, and republics. By the 20th century, the franc had endured wars, devaluations, and inflation. The Fifth Republic, established in 1958 under Charles de Gaulle, marked a period of economic recovery and modernization. In 1960, the nouveau franc was introduced, revaluing the currency at 100 old francs to one new franc to restore confidence in the monetary system. The two-franc coin that circulated in 1982 was born from this monetary reform, and by that year, it was a well-established denomination. It was commonly used for everyday transactions and reflected the industrial and social vigor of post-war France. The role of the two-franc coin in daily life in 1982. France was still in the early stages of a socialist presidency under François Mitterrand, who came to power in 1981. His economic policies, though controversial, had immediate implications on inflation, employment, and public spending. The two-franc coin remained an important denomination, balancing utility and practicality, too valuable to lose but common enough to be in everyone's pocket. Whether used to buy a baguette, a newspaper, or a café crème, the two-franc coin was intimately tied to daily life. It was often found alongside the 1 franc and 5 franc coins, forming a trio of denominations essential for daily commercial exchanges. Design and symbolism. The two-franc coin of 1982 is most renowned for its artistic yet symbolic design, developed by Jean-Baptiste Daniel Dupuy and later modernized by Oscar Rodi and others involved in French numismatic art. Obverse side. The obverse side of the coin features the image of Marianne, the national personification of the French Republic. Marianne represents liberty, reason, and the enduring spirit of the French Revolution. On the coin, she is adorned with a Phrygian cap, a symbol of freedom and republicanism. The profile is surrounded by the words, République Française, bold proclamation of national unity. This portrait is not only a nod to France's revolutionary past, but also an emblem of continuity. Marianne has been portrayed in many forms, from fierce revolutionary to serene maternal figures, symbolizing both constancy and evolution in French identity. Reverse side. The reverse side of the two-franc coin features the denomination 2F. In the year 1982, flanked by laurel and olive branches, symbols of victory and peace, respectively, these botanical motifs are deeply rooted in classical antiquity and frequently employed in French national imagery. The reverse also carries the inscription Liberté, Egalite, Fraternité, the enduring national motto of France. First coined during the French Revolution, it encapsulates the ideals that the French Republic strives to uphold. Its presence on the coin reaffirms the state's ideological commitment to democratic values. Technical specifications. Material. The 1982 franc coin was struck in nickel, chosen for its durability and corrosion resistance. Weight. Approximately 7.5 grams. Diameter 26.5 millimeters. Edge. Milled REEDED. Minting authority. The coin was produced by the Monnaie de Paris Mint, one of the oldest mints in the world. With a history dating back to 864 AD, these specifications made the two-franc coin easily distinguishable in touch and sight, especially helpful for the visually impaired and essential for vending machines and cash registers. Economic climate of 1982. The year 1982 was a challenging one economically for France and much of the Western world. Inflation, unemployment, and the oil crises of the 1970s had left their mark. Mitterrand's early years brought a dramatic shift in public policy, including the nationalization of major banks and industries. Though designed for economic recovery, these policies initially caused turbulence. Inflation was a persistent concern, and everyday transactions were impacted. Coins like the two franc became even more central to everyday budgeting. Despite these challenges, the coin remained stable in value and circulation. It stood as a symbol of monetary resilience in a time of economic uncertainty. Cultural significance and usage. The 2 franc coin was more than just money, it was a piece of French culture. Its presence in literature, film, and music often served to root narratives in a distinctly French context. In French cinema, coins often featured in scenes depicting life in cafes, markets, or city streets. The 2 franc coin was used in childhood games or to purchase sweets from vending machines or local stores. Among the working class, the coin was sometimes called une pièce de 2 bales, using the slang term bale for franc, a linguistic remnant of earlier monetary eras. The coin also found use in parking meters and telephone booths, giving it a utilitarian role in urban modernization, production numbers, and circulation. The 2 franc coin was produced in significant quantities in 1982, while exact mintage figures may vary slightly by source. The Paris Mint typically issued hundreds of millions of these coins each year due to their wide usage. Coins minted in 1982 would have been in circulation well into the 1990s and beyond. The durability of nickel meant that many coins from that year remained in good condition even decades later. Their longevity was a testament to the quality of French minting standards. Transition toward the euro. One of the most significant events to affect the fate of the 2 franc coin was the introduction of the euro. As part of the Maastricht Treaty, 1992, and the subsequent formation of the European Economic and Monetary Union, EMU, France adopted the euro officially in 1999, electronic form, and 2002 physical form. With this shift, the 2 franc coin saw its final circulation years in the late 1990s, and it was officially demonetized in February 2002. This marked the end of an era, as francs disappeared from wallets, cash registers, and memories. However, the legacy of the 2 franc coin, especially from prominent years like 1982, many were collected, kept as souvenirs, or preserved in coin albums as part of a historical narrative. Collectability and modern numismatic interest. Although the 1982 franc coin is not rare in a numismatic sense, it holds value for collectors interested in *-type collections. All denominations of French francs, date-specific collections. Pre-euro currency sets coins featuring Marianne or Republican symbolism. A 1982 franc coin in circulated condition might only be worth its face value, or slightly more. However, uncirculated UN-core-proof versions, if available, can command modest premiums. Coins with mint errors such as misalignments or planchette flaws are rarer, and thus more desirable. A coin as a mirror of France. The 1982 French franc coin is more than a round piece of nickelette, is a snapshot of a nation. It reflects France's commitment to liberty and equality, its artistic excellence in coinage, and its struggles and triumphs during a transformative period in its history. The coin's continued presence in collections and memories long after its retirement shows how currency can transcend economic function to become a cultural and historical artifact. From the café counters of Paris to the pockets of provincial workers, the 2 franc coin of 1982 served as a trusted companion and subtle reminder of France's enduring identity. As collectors and historians continue to explore the world of French coinage, the 1982 franc coin remains a small yet significant monument to the Republic's values, artistry, and evolution through the closing chapters of the 20th century. The 2 French franc coin from 1982 holds a distinctive place in French monetary history. While it might appear like an ordinary coin at first glance, its value, both numismatic and historical, has evolved over the years. This coin is part of a long-running series that reflects the identity of the Fifth Republic, combining practical design with Republican symbolism. In this script, we will explore the coin's features, production context, circulation details, collector interest, current market value, and factors that influence its pricing. Basic details of the coin. To understand its value, we must first understand its specifications. Country, France. Denomination, 2 francs. Year of issue, 1982. Type, circulating coin. Mint, money de Paris. Material, nickel. Weight, 7.5 grams. Diameter, 26.5 millimeters. Edge, reeded shape, round orientation. Metal alignment. The obverse of the coin features Marianne, a national emblem of the French Republic, symbolizing liberty and reason. The reverse includes the denomination to francs, the motto Liberté, Eagle-Light, Fraternit, liberty, equality, fraternity, and a stylized olive branch. Historical and economic context of 1982. In 1982, France was navigating a delicate economic landscape. The government of President François Mitterrand was engaged in socialist reforms, grappling with inflation and efforts to nationalize key industries. The 2 franc coin was widely used in daily transactions, especially for small purchases such as metro tickets, bread, and café drinks. This period marked the continuation of the Fifth Republic's commitment to modernize French currency and make it more durable and convenient for mass use. Coins from this era, particularly those made of nickel, were designed for longevity and practicality. Mintage figures and circulation. Mintage is a crucial factor when evaluating a coin's rarity and value. The 1982 franc coin was minted in high numbers. Total mintage, approximately 131,378,000 coins. This large mintage places the coin firmly in the common category, which generally affects its market value unless errors or exceptional conditions are involved. It was intended for daily circulation and saw extensive use. Due to its high production, the coin is still commonly found in collections across France and even among international collectors who specialize in European coins. Design significance and symbolism. The coin's design is both political and symbolic. Obverse, the figure of Marianne, designed by artist Oscar Rodi, is inspired by classical Roman goddesses and symbolizes the Republic's guiding principles. Marianne's image connects the coin to French identity, liberty, and resistance. Reverse, the olive branch symbolizes peace. The motto, Liberté Égalité Fraternité, is deeply rooted in the legacy of the French Revolution and continues to serve as a national slogan. Though the design had been used for many years, its iconic look ensures that it remains instantly recognizable, adding sentimental and symbolic value. Collector value and market appeal. A general value as of 2025. A 1982 franc coin, in circulated condition, generally sells for around 10 cents to 50 cents, or 10 cents to 40 cents. This is largely due to its common status, high mintage, and widespread availability. B. Uncirculated or mint state MS coins. Coins in mint state condition with no wear, shiny luster, and sharp details have higher value. MS 602, MS 63, $1 to $2, MS 64 to MS 66, $3 to $5, Ms. 67 and above. Rare, but can fetch $10 or more. Depending on buyer demand, these coins are typically preserved in protective holders and kept out of circulation. They appeal to serious collectors aiming for full-day sets or high-grade presentations. Error coins and variants. A small subset of 1982 franc coins may exhibit minting errors, which can increase value dramatically. Common errors include off-center strikes, double strikes, planchette flaws, die cracks, missing design elements. Value of error. Coins, mild errors, $5 to $20, significant or dramatic. Errors, $25 to $100 plus depending on visibility and rarity. However, these are rare, and authentication by a professional numismatist is recommended to verify such pieces. Metal composition and bullion value. Unlike coins made of silver or gold, the 2 franc coin from 1982 is composed entirely of nickel, a non-precious industrial metal. This gives the coin virtually no intrinsic bullion value beyond a few cents. Nickel prices on the global commodities market can affect scrap value, but for individual coins, the difference is negligible. Global demand and international interest. While French collectors primarily drive demand for this coin, there is modest international interest as well. European collectors. Some collectors across the EU collect pre-Euro coins. Francophiles and history buffs. Individuals interested in French culture, language, and post-World War II politics may collect such coins. Students and entry-level collectors. It's often included in starter world coin sets due to its affordability. Despite this, demand is not high in global terms, and prices remain modest. Availability. On online marketplaces, a quick survey of major platforms like eBay, Numista, Delcampi, and Etsy shows thousands of listings for the 1982 franc coin. The prices usually range: circulated 10 cents, 50 cents, uncirculated $1, $3. Error coins. Highly variable shipping often costs more than the coin itself. For this reason, collectors usually buy such coins as part of bulk lots or multi-coin sets. To maximize value. 10. Factors that influence the coin's value. Factor. Impact on value. Condition. Coins in MS condition are significantly more valuable. Mintage, high mintage, lowers rarity and value. Demand, low demand, keeps price low. Errors can multiply value several times. Historical relevance, modest for this specific year. Design appeal. Marianne has moderate, symbolic, and aesthetic value. 11. Preservation and storage tips for collectors wishing to preserve a franc coin in optimal condition. Store in acid-free coin holders or capsules. Keep in a cool, dry place to avoid oxidational. Void direct handling. Use gloves to prevent oil transfer. Label clearly for easy cataloging. Proper storage ensures that even common coins maintain their best possible market value. 12. Future value outlook. Because of its high mintage and nickel composition, The 1982 franc coin is unlikely to appreciate significantly in value unless demand increases among new collectors. A scarcity of high-grade examples is realized. Significant mint errors are discovered. However, coins in proof or mint state may slowly gain value over the decades due to attrition, circulated coins wearing out or being lost. The 2 French franc coin from 1982 is a common but symbolically rich coin that reflects a key period in French modern history. While its monetary value is modest, usually under $1 for circulated pieces, its role as part of a widely recognized and artistically appreciated coin series gives it enduring appeal among entry-level and thematic collectors. In the panorama of modern European coinage, the 2 French franc coin of 1982 stands as a testament to the Republic's identity, cultural symbolism, and economic transitions during the late 20th century. Though seemingly a small denomination, this coin encapsulates a long tradition of French coinage, rich iconography, and the practical shifts leading up to the eventual adoption of the euro. The 1982 edition, minted during the presidency of François Mitterrand, represents the continuity of the coin's design introduced in the 1970s, marked by the enduring figure of Marianne, a personification of the French Republic. Background of the French franc. Before the euro became the standard currency of France and many other European nations, the French franc FRF was the official currency of France, reintroduced in decimal form after the French Revolution in 1795. The franc became central to everyday transactions for over 2 centuries. The modern franc, as it existed before the euro, was redefined in 1960 when the new franc was introduced at a conversion rate of 100 old francs to 1 new franc. The 2 franc coin, in this context, held modest value but was part of a range of denominations that illustrated France's rich blend of tradition and modernism in its coinage. Design and specifications of the 1982 coin. The 2 franc coin from 1982 is a part of the standard type design introduced in 1979, which continued until the coin's final mintage before the euro. This series was designed by artist and engraver Jean-Luc Bézard, and its obverse and reverse are emblematic of France's political ideals and cultural motifs. Obverse, Marianne, the face of liberty. The obverse side of the coin features Marianne, the national symbol of the French Republic. Her profile is adorned with a Phrygian cap, the traditional hat of liberty, flowing hair, and a serene yet resolute expression. Round her profile is the inscription, République Française. This engraving is emblematic of France's commitment to liberty, equality, and fraternity. Marianne has featured in countless artistic and governmental representations throughout France's history, and her presence on the 2 franc coin aligns the monetary system with the country's revolutionary legacy. Reverse, the olive branch and denomination. The reverse side of the coin is minimalistic yet meaningful. The central numeral 2 is large and prominent, denoting the denomination, followed by the word francs and the date 1982 below. The denomination is flanked by an olive branch, which symbolizes peace, a core value of the French Republic. Surrounding the coin's reverse are the national motto, Liberté Égalité, Fraternité, liberty, equality, fraternity. This trinity of values, rooted in the French Revolution, defines France's political ideology and is immortalized on many state emblems, coins, and official documents. Metal composition and dimensions. The 1982 franc coin was struck in nickel, which gave it a silver-like appearance and significant durability for circulation. Diameter, 26.5 millimeters. Weight, 7.5 grams. Thickness, approximately 2 millimeters. Edge, smooth with an inscribed edge or sometimes reeded depending on the mint run. This composition and design made it distinct in hand and easily recognizable among other French coins in circulation at the time. Minting in circulation. The 2 franc coin of 1982 was minted by the Monnaie de Paris. Paris Mint, one of the world's oldest minting institutions, established in 864 AD. The 1982 coin belongs to a production series that ran from 1979 to 2001, just before the euro was introduced in France. In 1982, France was undergoing significant economic and social changes. François Mitterrand, the first socialist president of the Fifth Republic, had just begun his first term. The coin served not only as a monetary tool, but also as a vehicle of national pride and identity during a politically transformative period. Economic role and usage in everyday transactions. The 2 franc coin filled the mid-value range, used frequently in public transport,